What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Zip of RageQuitTV, gonna be casting a game between Liquid Zenio, who spawns as the Red Zerg, and GoSu.HwangSin. HwangSin, if you don't know him, well, you should know him, as he is the first Korean to start playing in the weekly tournaments, to my knowledge. It was back in Team Liquid Weekly number 16. Or maybe it's Team Liquid Open, not weekly. But yeah, it was the TL Open, number 16. HwangSin was like the first Korean to play in one of those, and he took it 3-0 against Major back then. And since then, he has done very well in all the Team Liquid Opens and just online tournaments all around. He has joined Team It's GoSu, as I did say earlier. He used to be on Team MVP and I don't know which one he was on most recently. I think he was on MVP, left that, and then went to It's GoSu. Not 100% sure, but yes, he is on a foreign team. It's GoSu is pretty good, and now Zenio also on a foreign team. So these two players will be duking out. Which Korean is better? I have no idea. ZVP, Antiga, Shipyards, and right now I have to give the advantage to HwangSin just because of the map. Zenio can go on 3 bases, but where is he going to go after his 3rd base? Well, if he tries to take this 1 gold base, Colossus just make that hell. If he tries to take the base down here, well, Stalkers can go take out this 1 base. And if Zenio tries to deal with the Stalkers at this base, well, the Stalkers just blink down, and then everything has to run so long. Look at the distance between this. So the Roaches or whatever that came to deal with Stalkers has to go down here all the way around. While the Stalkers pretty much blink down, these rocks should be taken out, and he goes into the 3rd base. So really, the only option is for Zenio to start taking, like, bases up here. This would be probably where Zenio should take his 4th base, just because of the map. But again, Stalkers there just abuse mobility. So if this game gets late enough, we'll see Zenio struggle with taking bases, and HwangSin will be laughing his butt off. He is going for a Forge Phase Expand. Zenio does throw down the pool first, and this 1 probe is trying to block this 1 hatch, and, well, Zenio's going to let it stay for a little bit. HwangSin throws down that 1 pylon, and Zenio does not have a gas, so this will do indirect damage because you can see he has 15 drones mining. Soon he'll have 16, and then when he's building the hatch, he'll build up to like 19 or 20. And then that will be the point of diminishing returns after 16. Each drone is about half as effective. Zenio is getting 6 lings out. 6 lings can take out a Zealot, but again, HwangSin just went for the Forge Phase Expand, so those 6 lings are going to be able to do absolutely 0 damage. The pylon looks like it did get canceled. It did delay that hatch just a little bit, and we'll see exactly how many drones go to mining while that is going. He has 15 still, and he is building 2, so right now he's got half a probe idle. There's 1 Nexus. Just about halfway, the cannon is finishing, and he has a pretty baneling-proof wall. And a baneling bust on this, if I'm in Zenio's position, I would not do a baneling bust to counter this. I'd be going for a roach rush. And how I decide that is, well, is the cannon in a place where it can be walled off? Because right now, a baneling bust would not do well, because you got this gateway and forge to bust. A roach bust would do much better, because you can position the roaches right here, take out the forge, and then have lings run in. It's all about where, if they have a weak spot in the hole, you can exploit with banelings, go for that. If they don't, and you can exploit, like, positioning on the cannon, well, you go for the roaches. So the baneling play and roach play definitely has its maps, and if you are ever curious why Zerg players decide, okay, well, I'm going to cheese with the baneling bust, okay, I'm going to cheese with the roach bust, neither one of those will work, so I'm going to cheese with a 6 pool. I mean, that is kind of why, if a Zerg player wants to exploit the Forge Phase Expand, that's kind of the reasoning behind what they're doing. The sub-Nexcore is now just finishing at the 5-minute and 35-second mark. He will be getting Warp Gates. That will be done around the 8 minutes, it looks like. We'll see exactly how much he chrono boosted it, and Zenio is going for a 3rd hatchery, and he threw that down around the 5-minute 20-second mark, and it'll be finished before any Voiders could possibly come out. And it doesn't look like HwangSin will be going for any Stargate play, as he doesn't have it out just yet. Chrono boost going on, those Warp Gates. A sentry is coming out to help defend, and that's all you need when you have this cannon in the back, a Zealot up front to stop anything from trying to hit this cannon. Not that any Ling would be brave enough to go in this small area. And they'll go 3 more gates, and we'll see if HwangSin puts a few gates up here. You can see he has vision of his entire base, just to protect himself against Nidus Swarms. He does not know that Zenio decided to take a 3rd hatch just yet. He may be able to assume it, but we don't know. Zenio still has not got his Zergling speed just yet. He actually hasn't mined 100 gas. He's mined about 70. And we'll see if he goes for a lair or gets Zergling speed. A few Zerglings just poking around, trying to see what the army looks like. And here we go, 2 sentries and 1 zealot coming out. And that will be enough to take these Lings out. The Lings do run away. Zenio is getting Zergling speed at 7 minutes and 30 seconds and a Roach one right now. And he needs that because the speed is so delayed. And he sees the sentry count starting to get high. He didn't burn any force field, so he needs Roaches to deal with any early aggression. Hallucinate is being researched by HwangSin. And he is getting +1. So this looks like it's going to be a +1 timing attack with Zealots and Sentries. And he'll probably hallucinate some Stalkers or something. It'd be cute if he hallucinates Stalkers to force more Lings being built than Roaches. And then it's like, whoa, they do no damage. You just have Zealots, and HwangSin walks over, and we'll see exactly what happens. That hallucinate almost done. Of course, he's probably just going to use it to get a Phoenix out and lead the way so his units don't go too far out of position. A probe is here. He'll throw down a pylon around this tower, it looks like, but no, HwangSin is just pulling back. Leaves 1 zealot in this watchtower. You can see Zenio has built a lot more Lings. Speed now just finishing. And that looks like it was pretty much timed for that exact attack. If HwangSin was going to attack there, well, speed would be finished. And he'd be in a lot of trouble. Very nice timing from Zenio right here. And that 1 zealot is going to go down for absolutely free. He's trying to go up into a choke, but no, he doesn't even get a single hit off on those Lings. And HwangSin putting a cannon up here. That is a little bit odd. And then we go to Phoenix or Hallucinated to go and scout to see exactly what Zenio has. And he will see Zenio's 3rd base already up with a lot of drones. This drone count is 55 to 51, so maybe it's not a lot, but it's well saturated. All his bases are well saturated. You can see the worker differential is only 5, but going into this tab, you can see the gas is huge. Zenio, oh no, HwangSin actually has a lot more gas because Zenio is just getting all his, but the mineral difference, pretty big. And that's just because Zenio has optimal saturation at all his bases. Actually, his natural is looking a little bit lower, but his 3rd base will go low as soon as he puts 6 guys in those gases. And destructible debris is going down. HwangSin just defending that, because if this goes down, the Lings can pose a threat. And if HwangSin can make this game go a little bit longer, he will be sitting in a good spot, just because the Zerg mid-game is pretty strong on this map, just because of the mobility, but their late game definitely goes downhill. We do have +2 weapons, +1 armor, Overlord speed on the way, and Overlord drops, so Zenio look like he is going to be doing a lot of dropping. And he is getting a Baneling's Nest, so maybe it's just going to be Baneling bombs on those sentries. And Lings go try, and looks like they're going to do some damage, but force fields start going down. Zenio does retreat. The food count is 132 to 108. Those sentries still have plenty of force fields. He baited 3 out, but of course 3 is not that many when you have over 20. And Zenio's worker count is up to 79 right now. He's going to stop building drones and start building units. He even has a few Roaches out on the way, but they won't have any upgrades as he does not get those missile upgrades. Just getting melee and I'm kind of curious what those Roaches are actually for. Maybe Roach drops? Or maybe he's going to transition into Roach, Baneling, and Corruptor. Or do something along those lines. These 2 Hallucinate Phoenix will be going out. Of course, they won't be able to scout Overlord drops or any of that nature. They may see Overlord speed, which will be good to know. If he has Overlord speed, the chances of him having Overlord drops is pretty high. And despite having this Twilight Council, okay, he is getting Blink. That Blink is a little bit late. Twilight Council did nothing for some time. Doesn't have any Templars out. Doesn't even have a Templar Archives or a Darkshine. But he is going for those Colossus now. Zenio is taking 2 bases. So if one of those bases starts going down, well, he's like, okay, well, I still got a base up. There's no way HwangSin could take out both of these hatches. And it looks like Zenio doing a great job at containing him. So he is going to be pretty far ahead, I would say. And maybe this is the base you want to take because you have the rocks, so if they blink down, you still have rocks to go out and quickly get to your other bases. And And another robo facility is on the way somewhere. So he will be producing those Colossus out 2 at a time, and Roaches going out, and yes, he is going to be doing some type of drop with them. I can only assume Ling's going to be running in. These rocks almost are down. He's going to try to take these completely out. HwangSin does have vision of that. And all the army is right here. There we go. 4 Overlords with Lings and Roaches in them. No Banelings. He's not going to try to Baneling bomb the middle line. And there we go. HwangSin does see that coming with 7 Stalkers whooped in. All the Roaches and Lings going down. That one cannon is helping. Blink does go back from those Stalkers. Roaches now doing damage, and the Lings want to go in, poked up. But HwangSin still has his units here. This Colossus doing a lot of damage to those Lings. The rocks do go down. Zenio sees there is yet another wall. And the Stalkers clean up this one drop. Going to this Worker kill cap, you do see 18 probes did fall. But Zenio doesn't have much of an army compared to HwangSin. HwangSin at 2-0, almost at 3-0. While Zenio, he is definitely lacking in the upgrades, just 2-1. So the upgrades, I guess, will be even turns this 3 attack. But 3 attack Colossus are definitely very, very scary. Zenio has to do something here. I don't know what he could be doing, though. I mean, he's got mainly a Ling-based army against Colossus that are going to be at +3 attack very shortly. That is not looking good. He does have all these bases, but bases aren't that good when you don't have an army whatsoever. And we're going to see Zenio, HwangSin just walk in here, and I don't think Zenio will have an answer. He does have Banelings and these Overlords. Corruptors will be going on those Colossus. There we go, the Baneling drops, but HwangSin's just splitting his army. Very nicely done by HwangSin. And this Colossus will be falling to the Corruptors. We do have another drop with a bunch of Lings and Roaches trying to go for the base trade. And this may be beneficial. I mean, if you can take out all the production here, he has more bases with Spine Crawlers. So, I don't know if it's worth it, but Zenio has to try. That Nexus does fall. We have Stalkers going back here, just huddling around this one area. Those Lings are going to have a hard time getting to them, but they can just go back in the Overlords and drop. And right now it looks like Zenio just putting a lot of Banelings, just wants to trade army for army because he is going to be taking out all the econ of HwangSin while he will still have econ at 2 Ninja expands. No sentries are left. Now the Baneling's going to be going in. Stalker's nice blink. And wait, those Banelings almost get in the middle, but the Stalker's blink is just too good right now. Splits up his Stalkers as if he was a Terran player. And instead of stimming, he just has blink, which would be so OP. Could you imagine if Marines had stim? Yeah, that would not bode well. HwangSin did take out this one Nexus, but there was really nothing else up here. This base was almost mined out. HwangSin still doing fairly well with 2 mining bases. Zenio has 2 as well. But, it's looking very good for HwangSin right now, but Zenio may actually be able to clean this up with the help of his Infestors. That Immortal does go down, and now Lings are running in, and it looks like he will be able to clean this up. So I may have been wrong. Zenio cannot just, HwangSin cannot just walk all over Zenio. Zenio holding on with all his life. This one Nexus did get taken out. I don't think any gateways got taken out really. HwangSin just still has plenty. Will be whooping in a lot of reinforcements. Zenio taking another base. So this game is going to keep on going. What a marvelous hold for Zenio. And I honestly didn't think it would be possible. Somehow he took out those sentries. Force fields were no longer the equation, and the Colossus fell to the Corruptors. Very nice hold for Zenio. But HwangSin sees this one base up here, and this will be taken out very, very quickly. Zenio did lose 2 bases. His 3rd and his natural with a lot of workers. 51 workers killed for HwangSin. So Zenio still not out of it yet. He's definitely behind right now, but this is what he needs to be doing. Attacking in small numbers. These Lings do very well when it's only like 2 or 3 Stalkers and a few sentries. 29 Stalkers are out, 32 Lings are out, 4 Roaches, 8 Corruptors, and 4 Infestors. Zenio with pretty good map control, though, with all these Lings. As the Stalkers do run in, maybe he doesn't have any map control. I was about saying just base spread. He has hatches going up absolutely everywhere. And if he can hold on yet again, I mean, it'll be looking very good. The the fungal growth is going off on those Stalkers. It looks like he may have just enough. A lot of Stalkers are injured, but there is enough for some more funnel goods. HwangSin blinking at Stalkers yet again. Has a very good concave on Zenio. And it looks like Zenio may be out of it here, but I'm not going to count him out. He has 24 Lings on the way. And their Stalker's going to take out this one natural. 2 Immortals coming in, so if Roaches try to come out, they won't be too effective. Now his natural does go down. And okay, it is time to count Zenio out. HwangSin will be taking this game in a pretty good CVP. Zenio showing us he can hold on for dear life, but HwangSin saying, I just have too much. And showing us why he is the Korean that led the way, and Koreans playing in foreign online tournament. Just taking out Zenio, a very good Zerg in the ZVP on Antiga Shipyards. Please subscribe, don't forget to. More blink going off for Zenio, but this time blink going off for HwangSin, but this time Zenio doesn't have any counterattacks going on. He's just going to transition into losing his entire base, and there goes the GG. Take care, guys. Happy Thanksgiving if you are in the U.S. like me. And, well, I'll see you around. Hope you enjoyed the cast. Again, subscribe. That would make me very happy. See you guys next time.